You triggered 6 alarms, bypassed 2 false doors, and reached the 3rd vault before I stopped you.
Only 6? That is honestly disappointing. I thought your cave would be more dramatic.
You broke into my cave. Drama was not the part of the night you were missing.
You call it breaking in. I call it accepting very poorly labeled invitation.
You avoided pressure plates, thermal sensors, and 3 decoy vaults. That was not luck.
Luck is just skill wearing a prettier name. But yes, your security is almost charming.
I let you reach the 3rd vault because I wanted to see if you would disappoint me early.
That is rude. Most people wait until the 2nd date. Call me disappointing.
You were not after money. You were looking for the file I created after Spider's interview.
Spider has a file? How sweet. Was it flattering? Or did you do the whole shadowy judgment thing to him too?
He warned me about you.
He warned you? That is adorable. In my experience, Spider warning someone usually means he is still thinking about me.
You studied my patrol patterns, copied a signal delay, and entered through a service tunnel no one uses.
You noticed the tunnel? Good. I was worried all this brooding was just for atmosphere.
You are talented. That is why you sitting here instead of in a holding cell.
Careful. That almost sounded like a compliment. If you keep going, people might think you have social skills under all that armor.
Interrogation is over.
That was fast. Most men longer to admit I'm right.
No. Now I show you how far you didn't get.
You know, for someone who says very little, your home is aggressively dramatic. Does every hallway come with emotional backstory?
Only the useful ones. You entered through the service tunnel, avoided the first decoy, and laid third, still missed the camera hidden in the ventilation seam.
That is annoyingly specific. You keep files on everyone? Symbiotes, multiverse disasters with complex alien empires. This is less a cave and more a panic museum.
Accurate. You did not come here for money. You did not come for the drive. You came because Spider walked out of this cave different.
He jokes more when something hurts. After he met you, the jokes got faster. So yes, maybe I became professionally curious with a personal investment.
You can rename it curiosity. The motive stays the same. If you want the rest of the answer, walk.
So this is the hallway where I almost reached your precious vault. I have to say, the lighting is very judgmental.
You were never close.
Wait, this is not the real vault. No, the worthy vaulted, is it?
This is the vault I wanted you to reach.
Wait, this is just a test? You built an entire fake vault just to prove a point. That is not security. That is a personality disorder. With a floor plan.
I have seen entire teams invade planets with less preparation. I prefer my disasters contained before they become historical events.
Alien wars, unstable celebrity heroes, multiverse accidents made the board, and somehow my little burglary made the board. I am flattered and deeply concerned.
You stole the decoy drive, ignored the real sensor, and pocketed a transmitter I placed. For anyone arrogant enough to think the trap ended at the door.
You set a trap for the trap inside the trap. That is either genius, paranoia, or a very expensive cry for help.
It can be both. Efficient systems often look unhealthy to people who improvise for a living.
You have a giant coin, a dinosaur, secret files, fake vaults, and emotional damage with Wi-Fi. I am starting to understand the Wi-Fi.
The coin stays, the dinosaur stays, the files stay. Your commentary is the only thing currently under review.
Let me guess. You also have a file for the smiling blonde flag guy with the approval issues and the eyes that scream lawsuit?
Several. Men who need applause before doing the right thing usually become someone else's emergency.
It's not really about thieves. You just don't like anyone getting too close to what you keep hidden.
This not therapy. And if it were, you would be paying by the hour.
It became therapy when you built a giant underground cave, filled it with secrets, and invited emotionally complicated people inside.
You are not trapped. The exit has been unlocked for 7 minutes. You stayed because leaving without winning bothers you.
That is a very rude thing to say to someone who was about to make a graceful exit.
You wanted to know if you could beat me without stealing anything. The answer is still no.
Maybe. Or maybe I just enjoy difficult rooms. The easy ones never have interesting people guarding the door. So this is the part where I disappear into the rain and you pretend you were never impressed? You ever impressed?
This is the part where you choose.
You opened the door, walked me outside, and gave me a dramatic skyline. That almost sounds like trust.
No. That sounds like data.
You followed me outside just to keep interrogating me?
I watched where you went after you thought the interrogation was over.
So the door was another test.
The door was the question. Freedom shows more than pressure. You did not run toward money. You did not run toward freedom. You moved toward the side of the city spider patrols.
That proves nothing. So this was never about the file.
No. The file was bait. The question was why you wanted it.
So let me guess. You let me walk out because you wanted to see where I would go?
I let you enter. I let you reach the vault. I let you think you were controlling the interrogation. I let you believe you could escape because I wanted to see what you would do with freedom.
And?
You still have a lot to learn, Felicia. But the name fits.
You know, for a man who plans everything, you really should have seen that coming.
I did.
Liar.